So I fell asleep with my makeup on last night. Just that tired. By the way, my mom painted this. It's beautiful, isn't it? Jess and I actually went to that lighthouse and we were walking around the grounds. That is in Portland, Maine. Every time I see Portland, I think to myself, Portland, but they're always talking about Oregon. So, yeah. Anyway, as you can see, this is slept-in makeup, so I have to go wash it up and get dressed because I have a grocery pickup. This is kind of an impromptu vlog. I also have to do a bunch of housework. Anyway, there's my little man. Yeah, little man. He likes his little fake fireplace slash heater. Yeah. A lot of times he sits in front of it and stares at it. Yeah, you're such a little tiny man. So anyway, he's going to follow me upstairs. He's already been out. Little dogs have tiny bladders, and so if I don't let him out every couple hours, still sick, then what he does is he can't hold it and he pees in the house. And he has one particular pee spot that he really loves. I better look at the stairs while I'm walking up them. Really should be looking where I'm going because I am accident prone. So anyway, I've got to wash up and get dressed, get out of these Hello Kitty pajamas. Yes, I even have Hello Kitty pajamas. So anyway, I'm going to wash up, and next time you see me, I'll be in the car. And now I'm going to start to get ready. I'm just going to put on minimal makeup today. I'm wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants because today is a house cleaning day for me, but I have to run out to Walmart to pick up my grocery order. So we'll go for a ride in the car afterward. So I'll be right back. I wanted to show you the stuff that I used to wash up. Last time you saw me, you saw that I had worn my makeup to bed by accident. I fell asleep, TV on, glasses on, the whole 9 yards. I thought I would read a little in bed, and that when you're really tired. I mean, I was so tired that my legs actually were like feeling achy and uncomfortable. I should have known that I was going to fall asleep, but of course I didn't pay attention. And falling asleep with my makeup on is one of those things that I try really hard to avoid. I am actually considering doing vlogmas, V-L-O-G-M-A-S. But how would you guys feel about it if I don't have content that's all about giving presents and stuff? We're all broke this year. My kids bought a house. My husband and I put out so much on vet bills that we don't have any extra money, and my daughter proposed to me last night that we don't exchange Christmas gifts. Which would be the first time in her life that I don't buy her something. So on the sly, I'm probably going to buy her something. I just have to keep an eye on the things that she wants and see if I can surprise her just a little bit, because I just can't not give my kids a present, you know. So anyway, I don't know. I have to think about it. She swore me to secrecy, like to not exchange and all. So anyway, I have to think about that. So vlogmas for me would be more about posting a video every day, a short vlog, and which hopefully this one will be, and also TikTok. I don't know about organizing makeup baskets, reviewing a product. Vlogmas videos tend to be short because I did look up 2017 Vlogmas from, I looked for someone I knew, so I did happen upon Jessica Braun's Vlogmas 2017, and that's kind of how she handles it, just a day-to-day, and they're not terribly long, but they have way more active of a social life than we do. yeah, since we moved down here, I have a couple friends, but none are tremendously close. And my husband's best friend moved to Florida, and our second best friend passed away of a massive heart attack. And he was only in his 50s, which, you know, could happen to anybody, so make sure you take care of yourself. So anyway, I figured I'd start this off with what I used to get all that makeup off that I fell asleep in. I'm very lucky because that kind of thing happens and I don't tend to break out, but I know that if my daughter did that, she'd probably wake up with pimples. I'm very lucky, I guess because I'm older, and I don't really get pimples very often. Now, I have cleansing oils. Not a lot, but I have some cleansing oils. He's chewing his biggest bone right up against my vanity chair, so for a second there, I thought he was chewing the chair. Vlog videos tend to be fairly unedited, so that's the content you're gonna see from me with vlogmas. So anyway, I used sweet almond oil. Now, this has been on my channel before, and I have been sick, and so I just feel like my sinuses are running and all that, so I massaged my face really well to try to alleviate some of that pressure in my face and sinuses. And just can't get over the chewing noise. So anyway, I did use sweet almond oil. If you are sensitive to sweet almond oil, you can't use this. My daughter is, and she gets little irritation bumps from it. So I really like it. This is a new bottle. As you can see, it's only down a little bit. But I just started using this again a couple nights ago. And what I use is I take one of my microfiber washcloths, I massage this in, and then I take it all off with the microfiber washcloth. It takes all of my mascara off, even waterproof stuff. So I do like this, and it is cosmetic, but you can actually, like, it's also food grade, so, but it is made to be like a makeup remover kind of a product. I won't use that all the time. So anyway, I followed that up with the current love of my life, which is Ole Henriksen. And I got a little bit of oil in my eye, so I'm having a little trouble seeing the labels on everything. This is African Red Tea Foaming Cleanser from Ole Henriksen. I love this stuff. I got it at TJ Maxx, gosh, I guess 2 months ago. I've used up this much. See, I don't know if you can see the level better if I shake it, but yeah, I can't believe wow. Yeah, I've used more than I even thought I did. So, I really like it because it makes a very silky foam. I didn't bring the witch hazel in here, but I also used Thayer's witch hazel that's non-alcohol. And I just sweep it all over my face, especially around my mouth, so that I don't get dermatitis from toothpaste, which is very common. So if you have dermatitis around your mouth, just clean a little bit after you've brushed your teeth, because it could be your toothpaste. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's turn this sucker on. Although the natural light is probably better. I have an umbrella light and it's fairly useless. You can't put a really high voltage bulb in it because you'll burn your house down, so yeah. So anyway, I have a lot of face mist, but I have been loving this Dermalogica Antioxidant Hydro Mist. It's in the Age Smart line. I can't believe how little I have left. I can't see the level, but I can hear it, and it's about to hear. I might someday, if I ever... Let's shut that sucker off. I look like Frankenstein. Yeah, because it's lighting me from underneath. So anyway, if I ever use up all the face sprays I have, which is not likely, yeah, I have not shown you my skincare face mist. I am not going to be decluttering any of that. Let me know if you want me to show you a video of a collection of my face mists. A little feather from my comforter flying around. So anyway, then I follow up with this, and then I reversed these two. Then I followed up with a couple drops of the Makeup Raw Sauce. I do love this stuff, however, I just inherited my daughter's bottle because she brought to my attention that it's got quite a bit of fragrance in it and it's not good for her skin. Why is it getting dark? It must be because it's so late in the year. So anyway, it does have a lot of fragrance in it. That doesn't really bother my skin very much, so I'm very lucky, but I think that when I finish my bottle and her bottle, which is full size, that she used about this much in, then I will not buy it again. Much as I love it, and it's a nice essence, I think there are probably other essences out there that don't have so much fragrance. After that, I have been loving this. It has been doing something. I just don't know exactly what it's doing. But it is the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Serum. And I will have to post a review because Sunday Riley, they had like some kind of a controversy where some of their employees were posting positive reviews at the behest of the heads of the company. Who sent out emails saying, you know, a positive review would really help, blah, 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 blah. And so some of their reviews on Sephora were fictitious reviews. I think I'm going to post one on my own on this. I'm not sure. I've only been using it now again. Well, some of my dark spots are a little bit lighter. I think it's this stuff. I'm not positive though, but I think it might be this stuff. It's going to be very hard for me when this runs out. Let me just make sure I locked it because I figure it's airtight then. When this runs out, and I do have the Good Genes also, but I alternate this and the Good Genes every couple days. I'll use this for a few days or a week, and then I'll use the Good Genes on the weekend or maybe twice a week. You know, something like that. So anyway, I followed up with that. And then I followed up with something that is not cruelty-free. So far, everything has been cruelty-free, unless Makeup started selling in China, in which case they're not. And I followed it up with Alginist, and this is, which one is this? Firming and Lifting Cream. Anyway, this is a really nice cream. It's not cruelty-free. What I like about this one, it's nice white cream. You can see I've used a little more than half of it. And it only has a very slight, natural kind of a scent. I had another one that I had for too long and it went bad and it started smelling like rotten fish. And so, yeah. That, and I think I have to throw away the Perricone MD that I got because it smells so bad that I think that it's actually... I think when they sent bottles to Influencer to send out, they sent out their back stock because this bottle of stuff shouldn't be that smelly. But anyway, I will discuss that in a whole different video. So I did use this Alginist. When this runs out, I won't be repurchasing. I think that I got this as a gift that someone picked up from Marshall's or TJ Maxx. There was a lot of Alginist. I'll talk about that in the car that my daughter and I did go to TJ Maxx last night. There was a lot of Alginist, but I didn't buy any of it. So, yeah. I'm going to miss this cream, but there are other creams that are really good. This is a pretty heavy cream, and so I only really use it like every other day. Most other days I use a light moisturizer from Murad. I'm going to do a whole skincare routine video. I have to settle on something that I love the most before I can do that. And I'm trying out a lot of different products, so basically the issue is that, you know, I need to finish trying out other stuff before I find exactly what is my holy grail. So anyway, now with that, what I do is I'm going to follow up with a tinted sunscreen. I have two of them. I have the Australian Gold, which I tried the non-tinted version, and it was like, I was so, it has such a white cast that doesn't go away right away, that it actually makes you look like you're sick or dead. So I did pick up the tinted version. By the way, people, if you haven't used up all of your FSA money, you know, your flexible spending account that the government allows you to contribute to over the course of the year with your insurance, you can actually use your FSA on sunscreen, because insurers are now covering sunscreen as an item that can be covered by your healthcare spending account. Because if you don't use it by the end of the year, you lose it. Unless you have, there are special plans where you can carry it over. But my husband and I don't qualify for those, and you can contribute more. So I'm going to use this one. Is from Elta MD. The pharmaceutical end of this company is not cruelty-free, but my daughter dug and did some research, because I said to her, I really love it and I'm not going to be able to use it anymore. So my daughter, who's also cruelty-free with her purchases, did quite a bit of research, and what she found out was that the cosmetics / skincare line that is not pharmaceutical is not tested on animals. So she told me, you can use it because the end of the company that produces like this kind of stuff is a non-testing, cruelty-free part of the company. So I have to research it again myself to make sure. But anyway, I'm going to use this as my base for today, since I'm basically going to be cleaning house, picking up groceries, cleaning house, and organizing the whole mess that I made in the basement. I emptied out an under the stairs storage closet that was mostly my craft supplies. Now I have to find a place for everything. So, and I have given quite a bit to Goodwill. So this is how much I'll be using. In order for a sunscreen to be effective, you have to use at least 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon. So I think that's about 1/4 of a teaspoon. A lot of people don't use enough, and so what happens is they're not really protected very well. So I'm going to be using this mirror, so you're going to see me looking off to the side, and I apologize for that. But this is an informal vlog, so yeah. You can see that it looks slightly dark in the spots where I put it. Actually matches my skin tone really well. I don't think they make a darker version, and I think this might be too dark for my daughter. She has the peaches and cream I used to have when I was younger. Oh yeah, it feels really good. And always make sure you do your nose. That's one of the parts that a lot of people forget about, because they're so busy focusing on the face in general that they end up not getting their nose. So I have a Nude Sticks concealer pencil, and I have other concealers, and I typically have been testing out new ones that I've gotten, as well as some of the ones that I already own that I've kind of forgotten about over the course of time. So I'm going to use this Nude Sticks because I'm just looking to cover up the horrifyingly dark parts of my face, just so I don't, you know, scare some poor kid who's going to be putting my groceries in the car. You know, I did once, and I think it was like a trick of the lighting. Once upon a time, I went to one of my son's friends' houses to pick them up, and that was when they were all little kids. And I had no makeup on, and I was cleaning house, and shoot, I look horrible. Well, I looked worse, and the light was above me. It was a split-level house, and I stepped into the front door, and she had called me in. Oh, come on in. And I stepped in, and she looked at me, and she said, the light's shining down, my dark circles were at their worst. Oh my God, what happened to your eyes? So I had to explain to her that it was just dark circles and I didn't have any makeup on. So ever since then, even if I don't wear much makeup, I always put on under eye concealer because I can't go through that again. If I look that bad, I can't go out looking, and I just look tired and puffy and freaking horrible today, and I don't have one of those ring lights to like blur out all the lines on my face, which they do, by the way. So what I am going to do is I'm going to use, I rearranged my vanity a little bit. That's all eyebrow stuff. There they are. I was trying to figure out where did I put all of my beautiful things from Smashbox. I have this set from Smashbox. And it is basically a blush, a matte bronzer, a highlighting stick, and a slightly darker, slightly sparkly blonde bronzer. Alright, so the sun is setting, my light's gonna get worse, so I gotta hurry up. Alright, before I rub this under my eyes, which I was very close to just doing, I'm just gonna put a little bit on my cheek. This is from Smashbox, and it does blend in very nicely. In fact, I wore it in a video, and I got quite a few compliments, mainly on the highlighter. But, yeah, I actually love the way this, they're perfect for when you're not, they're perfect for when you're not wearing a whole bunch of foundation. This is getting too long, so let me cut to the chase. I'm now just going to put on eyeliner and mascara, and you'll see me next time in the car. But that helps. I did lower the angle thing that holds it in the back. And so now it's like at least straight, because I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. As it is, you have a steering wheel in front of your face. Anyway, I am going to start driving to Walmart. I would show you more of like the countryside and traffic. But the problem with that is that, you know, there are privacy laws and you can't show other people's license plates. I see it on TV all the time, on TV, on YouTube all the time. But, but, you know, I don't do it because I've read enough about privacy laws. Not that if you look at a license plate, unless you're a police officer or a member of law enforcement, that's how you can get like the information for the person. So you can't really tell anything by that, but it's still privacy laws wise is just not right. So anyway, I am on my way to Walmart. This is the shopping trip for Thanksgiving dinner. So anyway, I live out in the middle of nowhere. There are, you know, I mean, it is populated, but everyone in this town is zoned for 1 acre minimum. I wish I could get over this cough. I am so sorry for coughing on the air. When I get to Walmart, I'll monkey around with this thing and see if I can get it to be a little bit less like on the steering wheel and a little more on me. But short of removing the mount from the dashboard and then trying to figure out how to mount it again, I don't know how I can. So anyway, stay with me. I am considering doing vlogmas, but for the entire month of December. Not just until Christmas, or just until Christmas, I'm not sure. So I am considering doing that. It is a big commitment because you have to basically be on every day in order for it to work. And it's not that easy to be on every single day. As a content creator, a lot of videos are created ahead of time. This one is going to be published today, like, and the one I just did before this one was also published on the day that it was filmed. So I'm going to be editing this down and posting it tonight. With Vlogmas, it's every day. that you have to make some kind of a video and post it every single day. Now, I have done that before. I did it for, last year I did it for the month of, I believe it was August. I know one year I did it in October. I just thought of how I can get this to not be focused on the steering wheel. But I have to be at a complete stop with the car in park in order to adjust it. So the trip back should be better. It is twilight right now. Unfortunately, I had to I had to lock my little dog up in his crate. He's still very destructive. If you leave him alone, he like chews the hell out of everything. And we have a very nice couch in the family room, and he chewed the corner off of one of the cushions. And the corners are attached to the couch, and so therefore you can't flip them over. So now I have to have an expensive repair done because it's a leather couch. And I have to call the furniture place that we bought it from a few years ago and have them come out and fix it, because the hole is not huge. It's about the size of a quarter, but the location that it's at, I don't think I can fix it myself. So yeah, unfortunately, that's where we're at. He's destroyed quite a few other things, and so rather than have him destroy the house, because I could just see, I could just imagine that couch being in shreds all over, and I can't have that. I won't be able to deal with that. And it's probably not safe for him to be running like a lunatic all over the house when there's no supervision. Yeah, once he hits like age 2, I think he'll be a little bit more like a dog and not a puppy. But he won't be 2 until springtime, or is he December? Oh yeah, we figured out that he was born in December, so next month. But he's still, I don't know, he's got the little dog syndrome where they act like puppies forever. But I still have to yell at him about chewing stuff, so I just can't risk the chewing issues. So anyway, I'm going to pause for a second here. When I get to the parking lot at Walmart, I will flip the camera around. That's much better. Now I'm just waiting at Walmart for my grocery pickup. And I don't know why anyone would walk around a supermarket these days when you can pick up your groceries. My husband likes to, but it's so much easier to just do a grocery pickup order. And, you know, it's so much easier to just pick things up. Like open your trunk and have them put it in and you sign for it. The only other thing that would be easier, but is too much of an invasion of privacy, is if they were to deliver it to the house, in which case, I don't know. One of the movies that came out when I was a teenager was Death Wish, and I just remember that they lived in Manhattan and they set up a grocery drop-off, and some thugs stole took the bags, and, you know, I'm pretty sure that windows in New Jersey are not allowed to be black, where you can't see the interior at all. So somebody just pulled up next to me. It's only the police who are allowed to do that. Them and like cars from like the investigator's office and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I look like I'm talking to myself.
For Mary?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, is that the trunk? No. Let's see, where's the trunk? There it is. Ha!
Okay, I'll be right up.
Alright, thanks. Hey, nerd. I didn't get your message till too late.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of worked out because I just got back from lunch a few minutes ago. So
yeah.
So we didn't have the Sara Lee, so we got Nature's Own for bread, and then sweet and soft hot dog buns. We got the regular ones.
Okay.
And then cheesy chicken and rice. We got fettuccine chicken and broccoli.
That's better.
Yeah.
I don't have a fingernail to sign with, but I'll.
Well, the fingernail doesn't really work, unfortunately. You have to like do like the fingertip. It's kind of weird.
Fingertip?
Yeah.
Oh.
It always looks like.
Yeah.
It always looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna load up our groceries.
So now it's dark. That's the thing with this daylight savings time. Yeah, it's good for the kids getting on the bus. So I guess that's a safety factor that is worth daylight savings time. I never changed my car clock, so it's winter and it's basically in real time 6:10 p.m. And so yeah, it's really 5:10 p.m. How can this possibly be dark at 5 o'clock? Anyway, twilight is right around the time when my big dog, the 125-pound German Shepherd, does his business. So I have to get him out as soon as I get home. And this is going to be the end of this vlog. Now that I managed to figure out how to set up the camera, I should say my phone, which apparently has a really good camera on it. It's the Note 9. So I did upgrade to the next Note, which is a real pain in the butt. Yeah, it's dark. Holy crap, it's dark. Maybe I should just call it quits right now, because it just suddenly, the moon came up and it just suddenly got dark, and I don't want to put the lights on in the car. So what you're seeing right now is the brake lights in the car, from the car in front of me. Anyway, one of the nice things about driving around down here in this part of New Jersey is that you know, we're far enough south, everybody takes turns at the four-way stop and all that. My daughter and I went to TJ Maxx yesterday, up near the hospital, and it is a very congested area, and it was the exact opposite. People cutting each other off and driving like, you know, the stereotypical New Jersey driver. So it was a little bit tough. So anyway, I returned stuff, shoes. It's completely dark now in my face because I don't have a car right in front of me. So I'm going to stop now and I'll just record the rest. Be goodbye when I get home. Oh God. I'm going to be pulling into my driveway and we'll have a little bit of light. Okay, so now I'm home and I have $1 million worth of groceries. Basically Thanksgiving dinner to take out of the back seat, and so I'm going to be saying goodbye. And thank you so much for hanging out with me for this brief period of time that we have. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and have a beautiful evening. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I can answer them accordingly. Thanks, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.